What makes Kim Yoo-jung's upcoming role her most complex yet? Imagine a porcelain doll with eyes that whisper secrets of shadowed ambitions, where every smile conceals a labyrinth of calculated desires. Could such fragile beauty ever wield the power to unravel empires of trust? On the crisp eve of Halloween, October 31st, 2025, Kim Yoo-jung unveiled a glimpse into this enigmatic world through her Instagram. A series of photographs that felt less like casual snapshots and more like carefully curated invitations to a masquerade ball of the soul. There she was, captured in the soft glow of what might have been a vanity mirror, her chin tilted upward in a gesture of quiet defiance as she fastened delicate earrings, the kind that dangled like forbidden fruits from ancient tales. Her mid-length hair cascaded in loose waves, framing a face that has long been synonymous with ethereal grace. Yet now, it carried an undercurrent of something deeper, more resolute. A maturity that blooms not from the erasure of youth's softness, but from its deliberate refinement. It's mesmerizing, really, how the subtle remnants of baby fat on her cheeks soften the edges of her jawline, creating this intoxicating blend of vulnerability and poise that makes you lean in closer, wondering if you're beholding a woman or still chasing the ghost of the girl who once lit up screens with unbridled wonder. In one frame, she dons a uniquely textured knit sweater, its folds draping over her shoulders like the folds of a forgotten cloak in a Gothic novel, pulling off an ensemble that screams understated sophistication. The way her gaze pierces the lens, direct, unflinching, yet laced with an almost imperceptible veil of introspection, evokes the quiet storm before a revelation, leaving viewers with a lingering chill that dances between admiration and unease. One can't help but feel a pang of nostalgic affection here. Yoo-jung's elegance has always been her signature, a thread woven through her career since those tender years when she first stepped into the spotlight. But this iteration feels evolved, as if she's alchemized her innate charm into a weapon of subtle allure. It's the kind of look that lingers in your mind long after the scroll ends, prompting a second, third glance, each time uncovering layers you hadn't noticed before. The faint curve of her lips hinting at secrets untold. The calm aura that envelops her like morning mist over a hidden garden. Transitioning seamlessly into another pose, Yoo-jung slips into a classic red dress, the hue a bold declaration against the neutrality of her surroundings, evoking the passionate undercurrents of a flamenco dancer mid-twirl, or the warning crimson of a rose's thorn. She owns the color effortlessly, her posture exuding a confidence that transforms the garment from mere fabric into an extension of her being, mature and unapologetic. Yet, in a delightful twist that tugs at the heartstrings, her expression shifts to one of playful mischief, a coy tilt of the head, eyes sparkling with the remnants of that irrepressible youth that has endeared her to millions. It's this duality that steals the breath away. The red screams seduction and power, but her smile, it whispers of stolen moments in sun-dappled orchards, of laughter echoing through rain-kissed streets. One senses, in that fleeting grin, the warmth of a friend sharing an inside joke, a reminder that beneath the polished veneer lies a spirit that refuses to be fully tamed. This contrast isn't accidental. It's Yoo-jung at her finest, reminding us why her presence on screen, and now off it, feels like a gentle embrace laced with electric anticipation. The internet, ever the voracious echo chamber of emotions, erupted in a symphony of adoration and intrigue upon these images' release. Comments flooded in like confetti at a midnight celebration. Yoo-jung is blooming into something utterly breathtaking, like a flower unfurling under moonlight, one fan marveled, capturing the collective awe at her evolving allure. Another delved deeper, musing, hearing she's embodying a sociopath in this upcoming drama, with that face, she'd slip right under your radar, charming her way into chaos without a single ripple. And then, the purest thrill. She's Baek Ah-jin incarnate. My heart's already racing for what's to come. These reactions aren't mere flattery. They're testaments to Yoo-jung's magnetic pull. How she inhabits spaces, digital or otherwise, with an authenticity that invites us to project our deepest curiosities onto her canvas. It's heartwarming, in a way that tickles the soul, to witness fans not just praising her beauty, but anticipating the storm she'll unleash through her art. A blend of excitement and reverence that speaks volumes about her enduring bond with her audience. At the core of this buzz lies Dear X, the TVING original drama set to premiere on November 6, 2025, where Yoo-jung steps into the shoes of Baek Ah-jin, a character as complex as she is chilling. Adapted from the acclaimed webtoon of the same name by Bon Ji-woon, the series unfolds as a 12-episode tapestry of thriller, romance, and melodrama noir, directed by the visionary Lee Eung-bok, whose fingerprints grace timeless hits like Goblin and Sweet Home, infusing every frame with a masterful tension that lingers like smoke from a dying ember. Baek Ah-jin isn't your typical heroine. She's a top-tier actress who dons a metaphorical mask to escape the inferno of her personal hell, clawing her way to stardom by manipulating those around her with surgical precision. A sociopath in the truest sense, she wields empathy as a tool, not a trait, exploiting relationships without remorse to fuel her ascent, leaving trails of devastation in her wake. Obsessions ignited, guilts unearthed, and alliances shattered like fragile glass underfoot. Yet there's a tragic poetry to her arc. Her past traumas become the very stones she steps on, honing her ability to read people like open books, turning vulnerability into her greatest strength and weakness intertwined. Yoo-jung's portrayal promises to be a revelation, a far cry from the sweet ingenues that first catapulted her to fame, yet echoing the resilient spirits she's embodied before. Picture this. In promotional stills released just days prior, she stands poised in dimly lit corridors of opulent theaters, her eyes gleaming with a predatory intellect that sends shivers down the spine. Beautiful and cruel in equal measure, as co-star Kim Young-dae aptly described during a recent press conference, confessing, "She's Baek Ah-jin herself." It's exhilarating to ponder how Yoo-jung, with her innate empathy off-screen, channels such calculated detachment. One imagines the late-night rehearsals where she dissects the webtoon's panels, mapping Ah-jin's psyche like a cartographer charting unclaimed territories. The ensemble elevates the intrigue further. Kim Young-dae as Yoon Jun-so, the devoted lover willing to traverse hell's flames for a flicker of her affection. His earnest gaze a perfect foil to her enigma. Kim Do-hoon as Kim Jae-oh, entangled in a web of rivalry and reluctant kinship. And Lee Yo-lum as Imri-na, whose alliance with Ah-jin teeters on the edge of betrayal. Together, they form a constellation of flawed stars, orbiting themes of fame's intoxicating poison and the blurred lines between salvation and self-destruction. What strikes me most is the raw intimacy of it all. How Dear X redefines beloved, twisting it from tender endearment to a haunting address for those irrevocably altered by Ah-jin's orbit, leaving viewers to question, in the pursuit of our own masks, who do we truly harm? To truly appreciate this metamorphosis in Yoo-jung's artistry, one must trace the luminous path that led her here. A journey that began not with spotlights, but with the simple sparkle of a child's curiosity. Born on September 22, 1999, in the bustling heart of Seoul, South Korea, Yoo-jung entered the world under the sign of Virgo, her grounded nature perhaps foreshadowing the meticulous craftswoman she'd become. At just 4 years old, she caught the eye of a confectionery brand, modeling with a precocious poise that hinted at destinies grander than candy wrappers. By 2003, she had transitioned into acting, debuting in the family drama Little Women, where her wide-eyed innocence captivated audiences and industry insiders alike. What followed was a golden era for child stars. Yoo-jung became one of Korea's most sought-after young talents, Her resume, a whirlwind of versatility. From the feisty orphan in Jang Ok-jung, Living by Love, 2013, to the poignant turn as a grieving daughter in the film Thread of Lies, 2014, earning her the Best Young Actress award at the Blue Dragon Film Awards. It's profoundly moving to reflect on those early days. In an industry that can chew up dreams as easily as it spits out stars, Yoo-jung navigated with a grace that felt almost otherworldly. Her performances laced with an emotional depth far beyond her years, evoking a quiet empathy that made audiences root for her not as a prodigy, but as a peer in the human comedy of joys and sorrows. As adolescence beckoned, Yoo-jung's career didn't falter. It flourished, blossoming into roles that mirrored her own growth. Attending the prestigious Goyang High School of Arts, she balanced rigorous training with on-set demands, her dedication a beacon for aspiring artists everywhere. The pinnacle of her teen stardom arrived in 2016 with Love in the Moonlight, a historical romance that swept the nation like a summer zephyr. Disguised as a eunuch in the Joseon court, her character Hong Ra-on navigated forbidden love with Crown Prince Lee Young, Park Bo-gum. Their chemistry a delicate dance of stolen glances and whispered confessions under lantern-lit skies. The drama didn't just break ratings records. It etched Yoo-jung into the cultural lexicon, earning her the most popular actress at the Baeksang Arts Awards and a legion of fans who saw in her the embodiment of youthful defiance wrapped in silk hanboks. Watching those episodes now, one feels a swell of tender nostalgia. The way her laughter bubbled like a mountain stream, pure yet laced with the undercurrents of heartbreak, foreshadowing the nuanced layers she'd later explore. It was here that Yoo-jung proved she could anchor a saga, her presence a soothing balm amid the era's opulent chaos, leaving an indelible mark that still evokes sighs of what if for alternate endings. Yet, true evolution demands departure from comfort's embrace, and Yoo-jung embraced the pivot with the fervor of a phoenix. Post-Moonlight, she ventured into modern rom-coms, infusing them with a breezy charisma that felt like a cool drink on a sweltering day. In Backstreet Rookie, 2020, she played Jung Da-hyun, a free-spirited delivery girl whose whirlwind energy upended the life of a straight-laced convenience store owner, Ji Chong-wook. Their banter a delightful cocktail of sarcasm and spark. The role snagged her the Excellent Actress nod at the SBS Drama Awards, a testament to her comedic timing, sharp as a wit's retort, yet warm enough to melt reservations. It's in these lighter fare that one discerns her range's breadth. Da-hyun's unfiltered joy, with its impulsive dashes through neon-lit streets, contrasts sharply with the poised restraint of her historical avatars, revealing an actress unafraid to revel in the messiness of everyday romance. One can't suppress a grin recalling those scenes. The playful chases, the awkward first kisses under fluorescent glows, moments that capture the giddy vertigo of infatuation, making Yoo-jung not just relatable, but achingly real. The pandemic years tested her resilience, but Yoo-jung emerged with My Roommate is a Gumiho, 2021, a fantasy romp where she embodied Lee-dam, a college student entangled with a nine-tailed fox spirit, Jung Ki-young. Here, her performance danced on the knife edge of whimsy and wistfulness, her eyes conveying the terror and thrill of loving the immortal amid mortal constraints. The chemistry simmered like a spell unbound, drawing praise for how she grounded the supernatural in heartfelt vulnerability, those quiet confessions by moonlit windows, where fear mingles with fierce protectiveness, linger as poignant reminders of love's fragile alchemy. Transitioning to My Demon 2023, she slipped into Do-do-hee, a chaebol heiress inheriting a devil's contract, her steely resolve clashing deliciously with Song Kang's brooding demon. The drama's blend of noir intrigue and supernatural flair showcased her command of intensity. Do-hee's transformation from icy pragmatist to tender guardian felt organic, earned through micro-expressions that spoke volumes. The flicker of doubt in a boardroom glare, the softening curve of her smile in stolen intimacies. It's riveting, this phase of her career, how each role peels back another stratum, revealing a performer whose empathy infuses even the most fantastical narratives with the pulse of lived truth, leaving audiences with a profound sense of connection, as if she's confiding secrets meant only for you. Now, with Dear X on the horizon, Yoo-jung stands at the precipice of her most audacious reinvention yet, a deliberate plunge into the shadows that promises to redefine her legacy. Unlike the luminous heroines of yore, Baek Jin is a vortex of moral ambiguity, her sociopathic tendencies not born of villainy for its own sake, but forged in the crucible of survival. The webtoon's original allure lay in its unflinching dissection of celebrities' underbelly, the relentless hunger for validation, the performative facades that erode the self, the collateral damage of unchecked ambition. Yoo-jung, in interviews, has spoken of immersing herself in psychological texts and method acting exercises, channeling Ajin's fractured psyche through meticulous observation, studying microaggressions in high society galas, the art of feigned vulnerability in power plays. At the October 30, 2025 press conference in Seoul's CGV Yongsan, she captivated with anecdotes of on-set epiphanies. Diving into Ajin felt like unlocking a door I'd always sensed but never dared open, she shared, her voice steady yet threaded with vulnerability, evoking the very duality her character embodies. Co-stars echoed the spell. Kim Young-dae lauded her crystal-clear gaze that pierces the soul, while director Lee Young-bok praised her unhesitating dives into discomfort, moments that touched the heart profoundly. It's these glimpses into her process that amplify the anticipation, a reminder that great art often blooms from the soil of personal reckoning. And Yoo-jung's commitment feels like a love letter to the craft, raw and reverent. Beyond the screen, Yoo-jung's off-duty elegance mirrors this poised intensity, her social media a curated gallery of quiet luxuries. Sun-drenched hikes through Jeju's volcanic trails, where she pauses to capture wildflowers against cerulean skies, or cozy evenings with well-worn novels by candlelight, pages dog-eared with marginalia. These posts aren't performative. They breathe authenticity, inviting followers into a world where ambition coexists with introspection. One senses, in her choice of crimson sunsets or minimalist jewelry, echoes of Ajin's masked grandeur, subtle nods to the red dress that turned heads just days ago. It's endearing, this balance she strikes. In an era of filtered perfection, Yoo-jung's feed feels like a handwritten journal, pages filled with the unpolished poetry of a life in motion. Fans, too, weave her into their tapestries, fan arts depicting her as ethereal guardians in moonlit realms, essays dissecting her emotional palette across roles, global meetups where her name becomes a mantra of inspiration. The dating rumors with co-star Kim Do-hoon, swiftly addressed with her characteristic candor, "We're colleagues, bound by respect and shared passion for the story," she clarified, only heightened the affection, underscoring her poise under scrutiny, a quality that endears her further. As Dear X hurtles toward its November 6 debut, streaming exclusively on TVING and poised for international ripples via HBO Max and Rakuten Viki, one can't shake the electric hum of possibility. Will Ajin's unraveling mirror the cathartic fractures in our own pursuits of reinvention? Yoo-jung's track record suggests yes. From the moon-kissed courts of Joseon to the devilish bargains of modern Seoul, she's always unearthed truths that resonate like echoes in an empty theater. In her latest photos, that mature elegance isn't mere aesthetic, it's a harbinger, a promise of depths plumbed and surfaces shattered. It's thrilling, this cusp of transformation, where the girl who once modeled sweets now savors the bitter edge of complexity. Her journey a testament to the beauty in becoming. And as the world tunes in, hearts poised on the edge of her gaze, we find ourselves utterly, inescapably hers. Dear readers, in her unfolding saga, masks optional, but wonder mandatory. Delving deeper into the webtoon's DNA, Dear X pulses with a narrative pulse that's equal parts seductive and sinister. Its panels a mosaic of fractured psyches and glittering facades. Ban Ji-woon's creation, serialized on Naver webtoon since 2020, amassed a fervent following for its unflinching gaze at the entertainment industry's gilded cage, where dreams curdle into nightmares and alliances are as fleeting as applause. Ah-jin's origin, a hellish backstory of abandonment and betrayal, propels her into a relentless climb. Her manipulations a symphony of psychological jujitsu, reading micro-expressions like tea leaves, deploying charm as currency, all while her inner monologue reveals the hollow ache beneath. The drama's adaptation honors this fidelity while amplifying the sensory stakes. Lee Eung-bok's lens, known for its atmospheric dread in Sweet Home's apocalyptic sprawls, here crafts claustrophobic opulence. Velvet-draped green rooms humming with unspoken vendettas, rain-slicked alleys where confessions dissolve into downpours. Yoo-jung's preparation reportedly included shadowing real actresses, absorbing the performative exhaustion that Ah-jin weaponizes, a method that infuses her performance with an authenticity that's palpably electric. One envisions the set buzzing with creative alchemy, improvised scenes where her whispered manipulations draw involuntary shudders from even the crew, a testament to her ability to inhabit darkness without losing her light. This role marks a pivotal reclamation for Yoo-jung, a departure from the archetype of the nation's little sister that once defined her. Early in her career, post-debut Flurry, she grappled with typecasting's subtle chains, directors seeking her for roles that leaned on doe-eyed purity, a box she outgrew with deliberate ferocity. Illusion, 2024, a recent thriller where she navigated corporate espionage with icy precision, served as a bridge, her character's moral grayness a prelude to Ah-jin's abyss. It's inspiring, this intentional arc. In interviews, she reflects on therapy sessions post-intense roles, underscoring a maturity that prioritizes holistic wellness amid the grind. Her off-screen advocacy, championing mental health initiatives through partnerships with Korean youth organizations or quietly supporting animal shelters with adoption drives, paints a portrait of quiet activism, her influence rippling beyond reels into real-world ripples. Fans cherish these facets. The Yoo-jung who bakes matcha lattes for co-stars during grueling shoots, sharing recipes on live streams with a giggle that disarms, or the one who pens heartfelt letters to longtime supporters, mailed from Jeju retreats where she recharges amid lava tube explorations. Such gestures foster a community that's fiercely loyal, their online forums alive with dissections of her micro-evolutions, from the subtle shift in her vocal timbre across eras, to the way her style has matured from playful rompers to tailored silhouettes that hug like second skins. The ensemble's synergy promises fireworks. Kim Young-dae, fresh from To the Moon's introspective depths, brings to Jun-so a brooding intensity that's equal parts devotion and delusion. His willingness to walk through hell for Ah-jin, a tragic mirror to her isolation. Their chemistry, glimpsed in teaser clips, a charged stare across a crowded gala, hands brushing in shadowed alcoves, crackles with unspoken histories, evoking the push-pull of magnets aligned yet repelling. Kim Do-hoon, as the enigmatic J.O., adds layers of fraternal friction, his character's reluctant complicity in Ah-jin's schemes a powder keg of suppressed rage and redemption arcs. Lee Yolom's Reina, the wild-card confidant, injects levity laced with menace, her bond with Ah-jin a razor-wire tightrope of loyalty and leverage. Special cameos, like Kim Ji-hoon's turn as an enigmatic cafe owner, a beacon of fleeting normalcy, pepper the narrative with heart-melting interludes, his warm smiles a stark counterpoint to the prevailing chill. The soundtrack, rumored to feature brooding ballads from rising indie artists, will underscore these tensions, strings swelling like heartbeats in overdrive, ensuring Dear X lodges in the psyche like a half-remembered dream. Globally, the drama's rollout heralds a new wave for K-content. HBO Max's acquisition signals its potential to captivate beyond borders, much like Squid Game's seismic splash. In the Philippines, fan bases are already organizing watch parties, their passion a vibrant mosaic of cosplay teasers and theory threads. It's a full-circle moment for Yoo-jung, whose early international whispers via Moonlight reruns have swelled into a chorus, translations of her interviews circulating in Spanish fanzines, edits syncing her scenes to global pop anthems. One feels a surge of pride in her ascent. From that 4-year-old in pigtails to the 26-year-old architect of her narrative, she's not just surviving the industry, she's reshaping it, one layered performance at a time. As the premiere clock ticks, anticipation builds like thunder on the horizon, promising a storm of emotions that will drench us in awe. In Yoo-jung's world, beauty isn't passive, it's a portal, inviting us to confront our own hidden X's, those cherished shadows we dare not name. And in that confrontation, perhaps we'll find not just entertainment, but enlightenment. A dear reminder that the most compelling stories are those that echo our unspoken selves.